Richy Sheehy, come on!
How's it going? My sign's kind of upside down. Oh, if you can notice, no. It was supposed to be a Guy Fawkes tribute night, so I was like, fuck it, it's my one chance to use this, you know, so. And initially I was hoping it wasn't just Guy Fawkes night where they celebrate hanging a Catholic, you know, so. Cool. So yeah, my name is Richy Sheehy. Or as Michael Jackson used to actually say, Richy Sheehy! That was when I was younger. So I wrote this first song, and it's about a big problem in Amsterdam. You probably all know about it by now. And I'll just play it, you'll definitely get it. There's an infestation in the dam, could be an epidemic. I hope it's not caught everyone, but it does seem quite systemic. You spot them from a mile away like hipsters or hot chicks. They act like they are Buddha, but in truth they're selfish pricks. They talk a good game, but a good game they do not play. Their passion is the fashion for the image they portray. Like peace and love's the only way I'm chilling with my vinyl. But give them a half a reason, they'll return to being primal. They're the hypocrites. Oh, the fucking hypocrites. They call me King Krusty, cause I never take a shower. The layers of crust upon my skin are the source of all my power. I say that we are one, and one should never be a critic. But if I need to get ahead, I'll say survival of the fittest. I'm a fucking hypocrite. Full-blown fucking hypocrite. Oh, my life is in my rucksack. Home is where I'm feeling. I'm a big fur rug as a sleeping bag, even though I'm vegan. My girlfriend's passed out in the car, she's not in a safe position. But I'll stay right here at this wave, it's got a good sound system. Fucking always seems to be the ones that blow on their own trumpets. That when it comes down to it, I'm a twisted moral compass. I think that it's too late, and they've infested Amsterdam. I wish cartoons were real, so we could call Eric Cartman. So yeah, that's a little song I wrote about the hypocrite problem that's, you know, rampant in Amsterdam, and I hope you like the lyrics. And one of my favourite lyrics is from a song called Society by Jerry Hannon. And the lyric is, it's a mystery to me, we have agreed which we have agreed. And you know, it's true, because we're a greedy old bunch, and there's this like unspoken agreement that is just kind of like accepted and expected to be a certain amount of greedy. And we have this amazing ability to put shit like out of sight, out of mind, which allows us to perpetuate these sick and fucked up industries. Like, just a show of hands there for who supports slavery? Well, I'm sure if you got everyone's clothes in here right now, I'm sure there'd be a lot of clothes that were made by slaves or slave kids. And it's, you know, like Primark, for example. I mean, they just announced a rake of new stores in the US because they're flying. Yeah, people still buy from Primark, even though, I mean, everyone knows now that the reason that Primark is cheap is because they've got slaves cooked up in human factory farms, working, earning a pittance, so they need to like moonlight as prostitutes just to pay their rent. But people are able to like put that out of sight, out of mind, if it means that they can get a nice pair of tight pants to accentuate their ass in their leather heels when they're going out tonight. You know, and heels too. I mean, I don't actually understand heels. Like, is it just, what's the function? Is it just so that like every woman is definitely taller than me? or is it again? Is it just again about accentuating the firm ass? You know, I mean, like, you know, you've got a lovely ass and you're tall already. You don't need heels. I mean, if I was a girl, I wouldn't wear heels because, like, even for safety reasons. I mean, you know, you're walking home through a park late at night and, you know, you might come across like some genuine pervert. And if you've runners, then the good thing is that you can just, run away, let's run away. But, if you're in heels, and I have never tried to run in heels. I haven't tried to wear heels. No, but I'm sure if you try to run in heels, you try to run away from the genuine pervert, and you start doing that, and you can't run. And then there's the genuine pervert, and he's like, oh, look at that firm ass. But hopefully your ass looked good in your heels then anyway, And hands up here, who's an animal lover? Who loves animals? Okay, so I'm sure now some of you are hypocrites and some of you are hypocrites. And that's worse. The type of people who are like, oh yeah, Rover, he's my best buddy, he's got a great personality, or no one can say anything about Mittens. Mittens is a sweetie. Cats are not sociopaths. Cats are not sociopaths. If this is you, I'd like you to imagine taking your little golden Labrador puppy Andy, named after the toilet paper you buy. You take him on a drive and he's freaking out because he thinks he's going to the vet. He's like, oh no, they're taking me to the vet. Ruff, ruff. And you actually don't take him to a vet, you drop him off at a slaughter prison. And he gets into the slaughter prison and he can smell death and he can see all the resigned faces and the other doggies. And he walks over to a red setter in the corner and he's like, oh no. I've been a good doggy. I didn't need my master's shoes. Woof, woof, woof. I'm innocent. Woof, woof. I'm innocent. Woof, woof. Woof. And Red looks back at Andy and Red goes, woof. Ain't no guilty dog in Shawshank. And now Andy's freaking out, He can see death row with their machetes and there's the sisters over in the corner. They look like they want to fuck him. His best case scenario is if he can tunnel through a wall and then swim through a mile of shit to get to the other side. But unfortunately, it's not Hollywood, and I find it hilarious when people can complain and give out about the dog meat festival in China, but they can't see the clear link when it's a chicken or a pig or a cow. Because it's like, oh, but you're talking about me there. They have feelings, they feel shit, and they have individual personalities like your dog or your cat. If only they didn't taste so good. Only they didn't taste so good. And I'm sure if aliens came down, they would respect our awesome intelligence, Oh, yeah, we're top of the pile, we're number one, top of the court. Aliens would definitely respect our awesome intelligence, and hopefully, we'd be able to make some cool, intergalactic burgers and sausages from their cows and their space pigs, We're a delusional shower of cunts. And shower, by the way, is the collective term for when there are more than two cunts. A school of fish, a flock of geese, a shower of cunts. And delusional we are. Let's hope that the shower of cunts doesn't start pissing rain or something. Delusional we are. My friend, he snorts his 5th line of MDMA in the morning at about noon, okay? And his nose starts pumping, bleeding. He's with me and another friend, and he starts wiping his nose with tissue, and he's like, I think my nutrition must be lacking. I need to get more iron in my diet. This is true. This is 100% true. And we're looking at him, and I'm just like, maybe your crystals, you're just snorting up that nostril. Maybe you need to just stop snorting drugs. It's way nicer and more efficient if you put it in a bomb and eat it anyway. Right? And you can wash that down with Larry McChicken number 400,015,015. He learned how to walk on his way from a park cage where he couldn't even span his wings to a giant whole fucking grinder, but people would add a Mac piss to their Mac shit if it was marketed right. And even if people found out that Nutella is actually made up of ground up whole people, you're still going to get some fat addict that's going to be like, oh no. There's overpopulation and I need to populate my mouth, and if we don't kill these people then they'll be hungry and that'd be super unethical, so we're better, even if there's an expose and it's Nutella, it's actually just grinding up whole people, and that's why it slightly varies in colour depending on the person. We just add in a bit of sugar and cocaine to make it addictive, and And there's only going to be a problem when they announce Nutella White, you know? And, like, I don't want to be the preacher boy here either, because I realise that I am far from perfect and there's a lot that I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure if I have anal leakage or I'm just bad at wiping my ass, you know? So what am I doing? What am I doing telling you about all this? But I do think we need to be a bit more conscious, because society just has, you know, in society it's just kind of like convenient to be getting head, just gotta be fucking somebody. It's kind of like, it's inconvenient not to just be like fucking somebody to get ahead, but you know, and we need to at least know like who we are fucking, maybe, like, you know, because we're just constantly fucking people to get ahead, and it's inconvenient to not fuck somebody. And you know, I have like, I started with a lyric, and my favourite lyric is actually from Paul Simon, which is, "Still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest." And that lyric reminds me of a song that I wrote, which I will finish on. And well, there was a point where I suppose for a while I was believing what I wanted to believe, and I was disregarding the rest. And it was when I was going through a barren spell with the ladies. And this song is called Natural Blues, the story of Treva. Ooh, Lordy, da-da-da. Ooh, Lordy, da-da-da. Nobody, nobody, da-da-da. Nobody, nobody, da-da-da. Sitting, waiting, wishing on a Saturday night. Haven't had my home in a long, long time. Free drinks with the guys to get properly buzzed. Vodka in my pants to drink in the club. All of this drink is too much for my size. Grooving on the floor, but I lost all the guys. But wait, there's this hot chick, and she's giving me eyes. She says, "Hello, my name is Treva, and I think you're my type." Ooh, Lordy, now Treva's my type. Ooh, Lordy, now Treva's my type. I don't really know how I am Treva's type, but I'm going for the kill because Treva's my type. 20 minutes later and we're on the way home. I hope with all this drink I can sustain a bone. So horny on arrival that I leave off the lights, straight into the action. It's forever since I had relations with a girl who was willing and wild, excited as a virgin and tired as a child. She loosened up a little as we got more relaxed. You know, I'm just fucking stoked. I fucked a girl who was black. Ooh, I fucked a girl who was black. Ooh, I fucked a girl who was black. I can't wait to see how the guys will react when I tell those fucking folks I fucked a girl who was black. Then my energy was gone, I just couldn't provide. She said, "Can we try it with me as the guy?" I said, "No thanks, I really don't think that is the style." She said, "How will you ever know if you don't ever try?" She straps up tight to surrender my pride. I should leave this part out when I'm telling the guy. I won't forget the moment that I realized that she came inside my asshole, that Trevor's a guy. Ooh, Lordy, no, Trevor's a guy. Ooh, Lordy, no, Trevor's a guy. I don't know how I did not realize until he shot a load inside me that Trevor's a guy. Ooh, Lordy, no, Trevor's a guy. Ooh, Lordy, no, Trevor's a guy. I don't know what to do now, I think I might die if anybody finds out I was fucked by Trevor the black guy. Alright, I've been Richy Sheehy, thank you very much.